What do you have to do first in order for the next thing to happen? Things can take time. I don't have to have everything now. Or I don't have to have every single last thing right now, because if I was trying to get everything right now, I wouldn't be having anything at all.
Trust the process, be patient, understand it will work out. All things are working out for you. All things, not some things, not maybe.
People see a lot of these other people on like multiple platforms, like 5 platforms, 10 platforms. Gary Vee, he's on every single platform, he's on it. Even the platforms you don't even know about, he's on there. But it's not him that is on there.
Come on now.
It's his team. He has thousands of people working for him. Of course he can be on every platform.
Wow.
You don't have thousands of people working for you yet.
The right thing to do is look into one, get that movie, get that pumping, just like Elon Musk did, just like what Gary Vee did. Get good on those ones, build a good name for yourself there, then diversify.
But liking his mic in the hand thing.
Bro,
it feels
it's
so
different, but I feel like
comfortable.
that's a bit of a block fam.
For some reason, I don't even like that word, bro. For some reason, I don't even like that word like that.
The reason why you're able to see my face right now is due to the camera's focus. We all understand the principle of focus, right? But we don't actually use it all the time in our lives. So this episode today is going to be a little story about what I've learned through talking to my brother Jono about focus, and how hopefully this story too can also bless you guys on your journey of being focused and walking in destiny.
Well, we were having a conversation the other day, and I told you that Warren Buffett said that...
That was smooth, by the way, bro.
What?
For where I went, that was smooth. God, no, that was smooth. Sorry, intrusive thought. That was smooth. Where I went from what I said to what you said, that was smooth. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Continue, bro.
We were having a conversation, the other day, me and Rob, and I told you that Warren Buffett said that diversification is just a hedge for ignorance.
Ooh.
Diversification is a hedge for ignorance. You don't remember me saying this?
No. No, but keep on going. But that's really...
It's a hedge for ignorance, bro. So, and this is something I got from a... Matter of fact, no, because we had a conversation about focus before this.
You just said
as in prior to this. I didn't say that because I heard this from an Alex Hormozy podcast where he was talking about diversification in it.
Okay.
Right? Or he was talking about his investment thesis and everything like that.
Yeah.
And how he invests. Yeah, I sent you the podcast as well. And he said, so diversification is a hedge for ignorance. What does this mean?
That Alex Hormozy or Warren Buffett?
Warren Buffett.
Okay.
What does this mean? It means that if the people who diversify, the people who spread their bets, don't know what is going to work.
Fair. Yeah.
AKA ignorant. Right?
That's a very, very good point.
So if you know what's going to work, then why not double down on it?
It's a very good point. I'm even thinking right now about the S&P 500. Very good returns, right?
Go on.
But say you focus on like an industry. The S&P 500, they do all the top 500 industries in the American market, if I'm not mistaken, right? So you focus, okay, this year I'm going to focus solely on understanding about the solar industry. And then you find like 3-4 firms, and then you realize these are the ones, okay, I'm going to invest into them. You'll get more returns. But as you said, because you want to get returns from the S&P 500, you are still able, you still invest into it because it's like, I'm getting 10%. But if you focus down, you take away the ignorance, and you focus and get knowledge, then you can get more returns. So yeah, I love that point there, but continue.
It's so interesting that you said you would like focus on 3 stocks, because Warren Buffett only invests into 3 stocks.
Is it?
Yeah, he only invests into 3 stocks. And I believe Charlie, is it Charlie? What was his name? His
Who's Charlie?
Charlie Munger, I think. So it's another big like billionaire investor and everything like that. A friend of Warren Buffett's.
Okay.
He also said that that's what he does as well. He only invests into a couple of stocks, or like a few stocks, right? And they tell people to invest into S&P 500 because it's the easier thing to do and it's the safest thing to do. Of course, right? Yeah. But then because they are so well studied and because they know about these industries, they don't have to invest into the S&P 500 because they know. So they're not ignorant of the market. Sorry?
Does he not invest into it then?
I'm not too sure. I don't think he does. But obviously don't quote me on that.
I thought he did,
But he always recommends to, though. Because most people don't know what they're doing. And diversification is a hedge for ignorance. You're ignorant of the market.
Yeah.
Like you don't know all the markets, right? So you don't know if the tech market's going to do well, the solar market's going to do well, if the water industry, if the hydrogen industry.
So good.
You don't know what's going to work. So you're spreading your bets across all of them.
Good,
but guess what happens when you spread your bets? When you spread your bets, you don't get as much as actually going all in on something.
So good, bro.
So it's the same thing as we were speaking. Literally about your outreach strategy.
So basically, me and John will speak on the phone as we do. And we're just talking about, so long story short, as I said, I do public speaking coaching, right? I've been getting a lot of clients on Instagram, but get clients on LinkedIn also, right? And John said to me, Rob, why don't you focus on one platform and grow and just knuckle down there? I said, but bro, I want to do both. I can clients on both. He said, look, I hear it, and you definitely can. You've done it before, it's true. But there's a power of just being specific, focusing in, and really allowing that to grow. And I was like, but then I reflected on it, and it's true. But ultimately, if you have focus on all different pies, can you really allow that pie to grow properly? All right? And you said something very powerful to me. You said, one short form, one long form, that's it. There's so many different things out. And the things that, look.
What do you mean one short form,
one long form? So one short form platform to post on, and one long form platform, which is YouTube, right? So short form, for me, will be Instagram, for you, will be LinkedIn, and then one long form, YouTube, right? And the thing is, there's so many different pies you can go into. Obviously, TikTok, you can go viral quickly. Snapchat, you can build a nice community there. LinkedIn, you can build a very strong professional portfolio there.
And we know people that have done very well on each platform.
All of them. Shout out Win with Zach.
Yeah, big up Win with Zach, man.
Bezos.
Yes,
LinkedIn, Jono, myself.
Come on.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram, that's my one.
Yeah, and big up Nero as well, Instagram too, and Snapchat too.
Yeah. But the thing is though, what you said to me was just so powerful, is like focus on one, let it grow, then go to the next one. Really love that point there.
Yeah, and one of the things that I said that I think switched your mindset, because I remember hearing the change in your tone of voice when we were speaking, was I was like, okay, where did you find your coach? What's his name again?
My mentor, Jeremy Anderson.
Big up Jeremy Anderson. Where did you find Jeremy Anderson?
On Instagram.
And then I said, bro, go look at his other platforms. Go look at his LinkedIn. You went and looked at his LinkedIn. You said it's not all that. It's not as good as his Instagram is, because he's done what? He's doubled down on Instagram. And this is the thing as well. Like, people see a lot of these other people on like multiple platforms, like 5 platforms, 10 platforms. Gary Vee, he's on every single platform. He's on it. Even the platforms you don't even know about, he's on there. But it's not him that is on there.
Come on now.
It's his team. He has thousands of people working for him. Of course, he can be on every platform. Wow. You don't have thousands of people working for you yet. So that means that I wouldn't suggest to be on all these different platforms. I say to double down on maybe even 2 platforms, right? Double down on maybe 2 platforms, right? And another example I gave to you is like, okay, what do you know LeBron for?
Basketball.
What do you know Michael Jordan for?
Basketball.
What do you know Tiger Woods for?
Golf.
What do you know Michael Phelps for?
Swimming.
What is the one thing that they focused on in their life? Each of those things, exactly. Michael Phelps, his thing was literally just going and swimming, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that was his repertoire. He just went and he swam.
Yeah.
Went and he swam. And then what happened? He became one of the best swimmers in the world, if not the best. Tiger Woods, one thing he thought about was golf. And he done it. He became one of the best golfers in the world.
Yeah.
One thing that Michael Jordan thought about was basketball. Yeah. Oh, but he done golf, Jonathan. Oh, but he done baseball. He done all of that after he'd made his legacy already in basketball. Think about someone else. Elon Musk. Oh, but he does Tesla. Oh, but he does SpaceX. Oh, but he does, what else does he do? PayPal he did back in the day, right? Okay, how many people has he got working for him? And think of the sequence. Everything happens in everything sustainable happens in sequences. So what he did was he done PayPal first, cool, amazing, and I think he exited that. Then after he done PayPal, then he moved on to Tesla, then he moved on to SpaceX. But do you see how big? Do you know how big the operation of Tesla and SpaceX is? He's going to the moon. He's trying to go to all these not even necessarily the moon, further than the moon.
Yeah.
He's trying to go to all these different planets and everything. Like, he'll say bye. He'll see the moon on the way to where he's going.
Wow. Yeah.
The scale of things that he's doing requires a big team, and that's exactly what he has. We do not have those big teams yet.
Yeah.
So you need to focus. You need to focus. And you see the way that Elon Musk is as well. Like, he's super, super smart, but then I wouldn't say that his social skills are all the way there, respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully.
So, respectfully. But because he's so good at one thing, another area isn't as good. Did you get what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Because he's so good at the business side of things and the technology side of things, so something else has to give.
Yeah.
Something always has to give, right? So let's say, for example, the basketball players, football players, sometimes their family life has to give. Unfortunately, sometimes other things have to give because they are so good at that one thing that they are doing and that they're focusing on. But what we want to say to you in this episode is focus.
Focus.
Think about you have a limited amount. You actually do have a limited amount of focus through the day. Yeah. And you have a limited amount of focus that you can actually allot to things in your life. What are you focusing on? How many things are you focusing on? Are you focusing on like 4 different businesses? Why? Why are you focusing on 4 different businesses? You would do so much better if you literally just focus on even 2 or 1 of those businesses. You will make more than you're making from all 4 of those businesses combined.
Yeah, but that's so powerful, man. I'm literally here literally watching it. Like, I'm literally watching you. I'm like in the audience watching online. Like, right now, this is powerful, bro. But yeah, focus is everything, guys. If you truly want to go far with what you're doing, focus is required. Like, I could definitely, it's essential. I could do LinkedIn, and I will do LinkedIn.
I've been seeing you doing LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But you've got a team.
Yeah, I got a team.
Yeah.
Thank God. But the thing is that we're gonna move over to Instagram. I'm gonna put my feet up on that one, put my foot down rather on the clutch, on the accelerator, get down, get moving, and then come back to LinkedIn afterwards, because LinkedIn, as you said, it's not going anywhere. And the reason why I wanted to move over, and I'm sure you guys can relate to this too, is because you can do many things well. And one of the biggest, well, this is good. One of the biggest things which stop you doing the right thing is the good thing.
Say that again.
One of the biggest things will stop you doing the right thing is the good thing. Shout out Archbishop Duncan Williams. He's taught me that one. The right thing to do is to focus and lock in. The good thing to do is to be on all platforms. Why? Because you could do one all of that. I could do one on TikTok. I could do one on Twitter. I could do one on LinkedIn. I could do one everywhere. Because you got that grace within you to do it. But the right thing to do is look into one, get that movie, get that pumping, just like Elon Musk did, I'm sure. I mean, he did. Just like what Gary Vee did probably back in the day too. Get good on those ones, build a good name for yourself there, then diversify. And yes, people, so if you are liking this episode so far, please do us a favor, please, because it helps us out, it helps this world out. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you're on audio, put the 5 stars there. Trust me, we're on a mission right now. Please just help us grow. Help us help you. So please do that. Have an amazing day and enjoy the episode. Let's go. I'll be honest with you, bro. We talk about this all the time, but society does not help us because of the what do you call it? Shiny toy syndrome.
Shiny object syndrome.
Shiny object syndrome of us want to be in everywhere because we see the likes there, we see the views there. But ultimately and sincerely speaking, focus on one, then move on. Focus on one and then move on. As you said, God has got sequences. Life is life. Look, there's autumn, summer. Sorry, there's winter, spring, summer, autumn. Even nature follows the mystery of sequences. So after that conversation too, I'm gonna follow it a lot more too.
Absolutely.
And you guys will be seeing me a lot more on Instagram. So follow me at Robert Klutze.
And what you were saying about sequence is so real. Like we believe in God, we're Christians, right? And then we believe that God had to make the water before he made the fish. God had to make the land before he made man. Like it had to be done in that way because it's sequence, and we believe that we're made in his image. And we're made in a likeness of God, so we got to act the same way. Everything has to happen in a sequence. If you look at nature, as Rob just said, there's 4 seasons and they all follow after each other. And there are certain things that can happen in each season that cannot happen in the other season. It's not going to snow in summer.
Come on now.
Maybe in the UK it might, but it's not going to snow in summer yet on most occasions, right? And there are these certain boundaries that they have in those sequences, or that nature has in these sequences, that can only, like, there are certain things that can only happen in each season and in each sequence, right? So you have to have a sequence for your life. So think, okay, what is the next sequence? What am I going to focus on? Like, I'm dividing my year up just like nature does and just like God does into 4, well, not even necessarily God. Well, yeah, God is divided. We have 4 different seasons, right? We have 4 different seasons, right? And then I guess time is, it depends what your perception of time is, right? But then we still have those 4 seasons regardless of what you think the time is. We also have 4 quarters in a year. So I'm breaking my year up into 4 quarters and I'm saying, okay, cool. What is sequence part number 1? What is part number 1 of the sequence of this year? It's basically setting the foundations. No, it is setting the foundations for the rest of the year.
Nice.
Right? So it's like saying, okay, cool, getting the podcast launched. So I've got my own podcast. It's called The Thought Leaders Handbook. And I literally recorded episode 1 the other day. Come on. Yesterday actually. Yeah, it was really, really good. Well, if I do say so myself, it's going to be about enabling people to become thought leaders and such. We'll tell you more about it on another episode. But and of course, we're still going to be doing this. Still going to be going strong. But that is what I'm doing in this first season, right? And then sorting out my website, doing the revamp, which I needed to do, and it's working.
Nice.
And then sorting out my, thank you, brother. Sorting out my LinkedIn profile as well, and that's working, and getting my reps in and everything like that. So I'm setting the foundation in the way that the foundation should be kept throughout the year, right? So I have to set the right foundation. That's an episode we wanted to do, but we did not have time for it today, unfortunately.
Yeah, man.
But making sure that you stick to, like, identifying what the sequence is. What do you have to do first, right? I think this would be helpful for people when it comes to focus. What do you have to do first, right? What do you have to do first in order for the next thing to happen? So for me, I know that I had to. I knew that I had to. You liking that one?
What?
Because I like it too.
What? You're spitting, bro.
Bro, it's been a while since we've been in here talking 1-on-1, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm literally watching this as if I'm like behind the camera right now. Wow.
But we're in front of it.
Go back to that, please, bro. That's a point.
Think about what you need to do, like what needs to be done first, so that the second thing can happen, and the third thing can happen, and the fourth thing can happen. So for me, I understood that I needed to I understand that I need to have a podcast in the first place. That needs to be part of the foundation, right?
For you, man.
And I understand also that I need to have a website that converts people. I also understand that I need to have workflows, email workflows in place. I also understand that I need to have certain lead magnets as well in place on my LinkedIn. I have to have all of these things in place so that everything I do afterwards makes sense. Because if I have a podcast, meaning that if I have a podcast, right, the whole thing I do, I'm doing what I do for my clients, for myself. I have a podcast out there. So when I'm reaching out to people, if they want to find out more about me, they just come back to the podcast and just absorb the content. There are people that I speak to that are like, I already know what you do. I already know what you do. Like, just give me the details.
Podcast, by the way.
Say that again.
Just want to add to your podcast.
Oh, Rob is that ad evangelist, bro.
You have to, bro.
He loves ads.
You actually have to, because bro, it has so many different wins for you, bro. 1,
Absolutely.
exposure. 2, brand credibility, and 3, as you said, people will see you.
But guess what, bro?
What?
It's part of the sequence.
Yeah, of course. Now you got a podcast going.
No, that's the thing, because the podcast I haven't launched it yet. So that's in season 1. Season 1 is the launch of the podcast, is getting the podcast episodes sorted so that I could put it out there. And then season 2, as in like quarter 2, that's going to be making sure that I'm consistent with the podcast and then getting views and everything like that and getting people to have that basis of understanding of the podcast. And then we start to run ads. And then we start to do quarter 3, we're starting to run ads. We're starting to do, but there's a sequence to it all. And I'm okay with the sequence. Things can take time. I don't have to have everything now. I don't have to have the ads now. I don't have to have every single last thing right now, because ultimately, if I was trying to get everything right now, I wouldn't be having anything at all, because I was trying to be doing everything at the same time. If I'm trying to run ads, if I'm trying to do this, if I'm trying to do that, if I'm trying to do that, I can't do everything simultaneously. He's read his Bible today, man. He's fit, man. I love it. I read it every single day. I've got a 97-day streak, you know.
You swear?
Wash.
Come on, man.
Big wash, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. I want to touch on that point too. It's on the sequences, bro, man, because, I mean, very simply, just to say what you said, another point, is it? We're laying it.
Yeah, a little bit, bro.
What Jon said, which is so beautiful, is start with the end in mind. Start with the end and go backwards and put it into sequences. So, say for example, you want to grow a huge personal brand. I'll do an example of myself. I want to grow my coaching business. That's the end goal. So what I do now, I broke it down to sequences. So what I do first, I started shooting potential ads. I did that. That was step 1. Then I got someone to edit my ads. 2. Then I got someone to build my. Then I found someone to do my ads to be my ad manager. 3. Then I found someone to make my website for me. 4. Then I got someone to help me with my email flows. 5. Then I'm gonna launch my ads. 6. Then now, as time goes along, I'll get more and more leads, which will then get me to more and more clients. But it's sequences. I broke that down, right? And that's how we have to do our lives too.
Absolutely.
It's life's quite simple, bro.
It is.
Have a goal in mind, break it down, trust the process, be consistent, and understand and be patient.
Yeah. And
know the fact it will work out in due time.
That's it. Life is simple, but not easy. Like if this is the thing.
Hey, Selves, I like you spit today.
You can speak, bro. You got a mic as well.
Bro, you're doing amazing.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Like, just taking it all in it.
Bro, bro, say way.
Yeah.
Say way.
Life is simple, but not easy. So I understand that. Well, we understand that we know how to win in life. Well, ultimately, I know how to win in life. Do you know how to win in life?
Yeah, I'm here too, bro.
We know how to win in life, right? We know what the formula is. So all we have to do is follow the formula. But it ain't easy to follow the formula.
It's not, man.
It's simple. Life. It's simple. It's a simple formula, but it's not that easy. We'll reveal the formula another time. But it's not easy to follow the formula.
I mean, a big part of its purpose, by the way.
Big part of its purpose. It was a spoiler.
Yeah.
Spoiler. Life is simple, but not easy. So in conclusion, it's about focusing on what your sequence is.
Yeah.
Like, what is your sequence?
Yeah.
What do you need to do first so that you can actually do the second thing? What do you need to do second so you can do the third thing? You see what I'm saying? And then allow yourself to take a little bit of time with each thing. Like, give yourself some time, because everybody thinks they could do everything right now. And hands up, it was me. It was me. And then sometimes I even do it right now. But then I have to remind myself, focus and sequence. What about yourself, bro? In conclusion.
In conclusion, wow, I mean, this has been an amazing episode, first of all.
I'm proper liking this mic in the hand thing.
Bro,
it's so
different, but I feel like that's a bit of a cock block, fam.
For some reason, I don't even like that word, bro. For some reason, I don't even like that word, but go.
No, but bro, I mean, look,
Go for it.
In conclusion, you'll go for greatness, but the only thing stopping you from walking in the greatness is your level of focus. Lock in, Trust the process. Be patient. Understand it will work out. All things are working out for you. All things, not some things, not maybe, coulda, woulda, all things are working out, feel good. But only all things will work out, feel good if you follow the sequence, the order, the natural state of affairs.
Focus.
Bit by bit, man. But yeah, guys, focus. Hope you guys took some great notes from this episode today. Have an amazing day. My name is Coach Klutze.
And my name is Jonathan.
And have an amazing day. Public led to the world and back. Let's go.
And get.